give them trouble.
And it all starts with that fearsome front court for Charlotte. Larry Johnson, Grandmama, the #1 overall pick in '91. Alonzo Mourning, the #2 pick in '92. Strong, explosive, and fiery competitors.
And, of course, the question for the Hornets will be dealing with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan on the wings. We'll see how all that pans out. And as we look at this Bulls team, of course, we mentioned Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, the 6'2" B.J. Armstrong at point guard. And up front, Horace Grant and their center, Bill Cartwright. The lineup for the Hornets, 5'3" Muggsy Bogues running the show at the point guard. Kendall Gill in at the shooting guard. It's Wingate in at the 3, the small forward. And their talented young front court tandem, Larry Johnson out of UNLV and Alonzo Mourning out of Georgetown. Gill kicks to Bogues. The dish to Mourning. Count that one.
Muggsy was always so adept at finding those gaps in the defense and spreading the ball around. He's one of the NBA's top 20 all-time assist leaders.
Now, guys, if you were trying to, in a nutshell, describe what made Jordan so special, what would you say?
Well, a lot of attributes. I mean, his competitive spirit, his unique physical gifts. I mean, the guy was a tremendous basketball player. You add on top of that, tremendous athleticism as well. He's a guy who could jump. He was strong. Tremendous drive and focus. I just think it was his combination of basketball skill and athletic excellence.
And the fact that he was just so driven, I mean, you touched on it, Clark, but that guy wanted to win more than anything else in his life. And he approached every single day as a competition. And he drove himself and his teammates so hard that he just elevated everybody to new heights.
Here's Mourning. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Here's Jordan. Over Gill. Jordan's shot is off. So it's Charlotte now.
Muggsy Bogues came into the NBA as the 12th pick of the '87 draft, taken by the Bullets, almost his hometown team given his Baltimore roots. But the Hornets snatched him up in the expansion draft the next year.
And Clark, for a player of his size to last as long as he did in the NBA, 14 years, I mean, that's really saying something. He was such a unique player, an incredible defender, so strong and quick and low to the floor. He'd get underneath you and put a ton of pressure on the ball.
Pippen is whistled for reaching in. That is his first foul of the game. Bill Purdue's checked in for Bill Cartwright. Newman's checked in for Charlotte. It's stolen.
Jordan is such a skilled defender. I mean, how's this first stat? In his third year in the league, he had over 200 steals and 100 blocks. First guy ever to do that.
And here's Bogues. Knocked loose.
Well, I know what it was like to play with Jordan, but Clark, what were your impressions of playing against him?
Well, I didn't have to go head-to-head with him too much, but I didn't hear him talk a whole lot. I knew he was extremely competitive and a big-time point producer, that's for sure. I didn't get the wrath of his trash talking because by the time he was starting to do that on a regular basis, I was sitting courtside with a microphone.
Here's Bogues. Armstrong gets called for the reach. That'll be his second foul of the game. Making a switch here, the Bulls. Jackson's checked in. Here's Bogues. Johnson outside. Mourning takes it up. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
You know, guys, as a young player, Alonzo Mourning was a beast. I mean, when he was in high school, he led his team to 51 straight wins in the Virginia State title. And as a senior, he averaged 25 points, 15 boards, and 12 block shots.
You know, guys, so that being said, it's no surprise that he was a serious blue chipper when he got to Georgetown. I mean, he panned out immediately, too. He led the nation in blocks his freshman year. With Dikembe Mutombo playing alongside Mourning, that was one of the most feared college front courts ever. I got a chance to see those guys up close, and they were tough.
And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. Gaddison, he's checked in for Charlotte. Bennett comes in for Bowes. Here's Bennett. Here's Gill. Second chance shot. And Mourning with the real nice bucket inside. Mourning's got 8.
He has yet to miss on his first 4 tries. This could be his night.
Well, you know, if he's got the early hot hand riding, I mean, I think it's simple. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's Paxson trying to get back on track. Another shot, and it's blocked.
Boy, nice block there by Zoe, and you see how big of a presence he was in the middle defensively.
Tipped away and stolen by Jordan. Bulls trail by 6. Lets it go from deep. And again, Chicago, no good.
The Hornets were a very tough opponent for the Bulls in the 92-93 season. The Bulls won the season series, but it was close. It was 3-2.
Yeah, and Charlotte matched up really well with them, guys. It was very much a strength-on-strength situation. I mean, the Hornets had pieces in all the right places to take on the Bulls and give them trouble during that season.
Here's Bennett. The pass to Gill. Guarded by Paxson. He dishes it to Mourning. He's against Jordan. Jordan gets the reach-in call.
Hours on the office, arranging 2.5 meals. Minutes to come back to the cozy 3-room flat. I got a story to tell, plumbing and hell, professor told me so. A place is almost to go, makes me able to wear my clothes, the time goes and goes. By numbers, reading the signs you never take. Reading the signs you never take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I always take care of my pay.
And they get it to Jordan coming off the screen. Pass Curry, nice inside. Hello and welcome everyone to Chicago, Illinois. Tonight's early 90s matchup hits the defending champion Chicago Bulls against one of the most exciting athletic young teams in the NBA, the Charlotte Hornets.
And Kevin, even though Chicago is the more seasoned team, it's a stretch to say the better team. I think this is one of those matchups that can give them trouble.
And it all starts with that fearsome front court for Charlotte. Larry Johnson, Grandmama, the #1 overall pick in 91. Alonzo Mourning, the #2 pick in 92. Strong, explosive, and fiery competitors.
And, of course, the question for the Hornets will be dealing with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan on the wings. We'll see how all that pans out. And as we look at this Bulls team, of course, we mentioned Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, the 6'2" B.J. Armstrong at point guard. And up front, Horace Grant and their center, Bill Carter. The lineup for the Hornets, 5'3" Muggsy Bogues running the show at the point guard. Kendall Gill in at the shooting guard. Wingate in at the 3, the small forward. And their talented young front court tandem, Larry Johnson out of UNLV and Alonzo Mourning out of Georgetown. Jordan against Gill. Kicks to Mourning. Inside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Horace Grant.
There's a lot of contact there. Good call.
You know, he bothered his shot, but he still got a pair of free throws out of it.
Now, guys, if you were trying to, in a nutshell, describe what made Jordan so special, what would you say?
Well, a lot of attributes. I mean, his competitive spirit, his unique physical gifts. I mean, the guy was a tremendous